Making 5 figures with ChatGPT. You might be a solo business, or you're in business where your colleagues don't have time to ride shotgun on all your projects. Whatever the specifics, you likely find yourself on your own with big jobs to do and big decisions to make. If you're like me, being on your own with a big task can leave you struggling to know where to start or being uncertain that you're going in the right direction. And it can mean that you leave holes in the job that you're doing because you can't see the holes on your own. Lately, I've been working on ways to give myself direction, certainty, and tighter results, ways that weren't possible not that long ago. Last week, one of my new approaches resulted in a 5-figure win. The story starts a couple of weeks ago when I ran ChatGPT training for a global consulting firm across all their time zones. They liked the session, it got C-suite notice, and it made sense to follow up with an offer of more training. But what training and how to offer it? For brainstorming, I turned to my Chief Marketing Officer, ChatGPT. I could have asked ChatGPT for ideas, however, I already had an idea for a course that fitted with what I knew about the global consultancy. They'd spent money on AI tools, now they needed people to use them and to use them well. My idea was for a 1-month course delivered in daily microdoses by email. Email is perfect for this because you won't develop a habit in your global team if you hide the course in a platform they won't remember to visit in the first place. Delivering the course by email conveniently drops the daily micro-learning right in front of the people who need it. Why am I telling you any of this? Because turning my knowledge of the client and my idea into a proposal was going to take some work. However, it was going to be quicker, easier, and deliver a stronger result with the help of my virtual CMO, ChatGPT. First, I used a GPT that I've trained to write persuasively. A GPT is a way of giving ChatGPT specific knowledge like your tone of voice or particular skills. I briefed the GPT on my idea and what I knew about the client's circumstances and goals. Then I asked the GPT to write a proposal. ChatGPT and I went back and forth to smooth the pitch, just as I would have done with Fleur if she'd had time. Both ChatGPT and I had ideas for information the client would need and what the client would find persuasive. There was overlap in our ideas, but ChatGPT came at things from angles I might have missed. And the process was faster than working alone too. Once we had the pitch nailed, I fired up a second GPT. I've trained this second GPT in pricing models and offer creation because there's always a better offer than a proposal plus a dollar figure. Because they're creative, pricing and creating offers are areas where 2 heads are always better than 1. So if you don't have a pricing smart human head to bounce ideas around with, having an AI head to work with is a huge bonus. Again, the GPT and I went back and forth. Eventually, we settled on a price for the core offer and 2 attractive premium upgrades. I picked up our work and took it back to the first GPT, the one that I've trained in persuasive writing. The persuasive writing GPT went over the pitch and the pricing, bringing them together into one cohesive and compelling proposal. All that was left for me to do was finesse the copy. It really was just finessing because I hadn't started the process by opening a blank ChatGPT window and prompting, "Write me a proposal for this project." If I'd done that, all I would have gotten was generic suggestions written blandly. My process means I hadn't just gone to that blank ChatGPT window. Instead, I'd used not 1, but 2 GPTs that I created with different specialist skills. Then I worked back and forth with these GPTs, working with them like colleagues. As a result, it would be utterly false to say ChatGPT wrote this proposal. Equally, it would be utterly false to say I wrote the proposal. We wrote the proposal, like a team. And most importantly, the client read the proposal and bought the core offer, bought the first premium upgrade, bought the second premium upgrade. That's a 5-figure result from working strategically with ChatGPT as my Chief Marketing Officer. AI is anywhere from mediocre to good at the tasks that 99% of people give it. Tell me about this, rewrite that, write a LinkedIn post. However, there is so much more that ChatGPT can do when you know how to ask. How are you using ChatGPT or the AI of your choice? Stephen. You've been watching or listening to The Obvious Choice, the Taylist newsletter, read by me, Stephen Lewis. You can always get links in the show notes where there are links, and the most important link for you right now is to sign up to subscribe to this email newsletter so you get it in your inbox, you never miss anything. Go to the show notes, click on that link, and while you're in your software, if you gave us a like or a review, most people don't take the trouble. It would be really valuable to us if you did, and we'd really appreciate it. Thank you.